Yo, shout out to everybody in the building. Forgive me for starting so late. I was actually driving. You dig what I'm saying? But somebody do me a favor and put the dice cubes up in the chat and let me know that y'all hear me right now. We're going to give some time for some people to pop up. You know, some more people might pop up, some more people might not pop up. But I'm still going to do this live because there's some things on my heart. And since I've been hitting y'all with the content, there's some things I got to say, and I'm going to give y'all more content. Seems like I got to take y'all a Big Dice 101. Some of y'all in here know the meaning of this stuff, especially the word loyal. Matter of fact, Dog Soldier, I appreciate you for hitting me with the dice cubes. Matter of fact, we got Lay Low, Jeezy, the Blazer in the building. He might pop back up. We got Mr. Net from Harlem. She was here. She might pop back up. We got the gorgeous Russian princess, the ladies of iTalk in the building. If they still here, they'll pop back up. We got FTC in the building. Glad you in the building, FTC, because you understand what I be talking about. We got Dog Soldier in the building. I'm glad y'all in the building because you understand what I'm talking about. And I'm not just saying it from a cock-riding point of view. Because tonight, we're going to definitely get into this one because it's loyalty over everything with me. Over everything with me, y'all. I'm so sincere right now. I'm so sincere right now. Like, I don't think people really understand with this when I say this. When it comes to this loyalty, with me, it's totally different, y'all. It's totally different. This new degree of loyalty, I don't want that shit nowhere near me. It's a fact. It's a fact. Shout out to China Brim. He showed me so much without even talking. And then he showed me so much by talking. Like, he showed me certain shit by leading by example. And he also showed me stuff by bumping heads with me and telling me certain things that he saw that I was doing wrong. And because of the respect I have from him and because of the acknowledgement that I know he has when it comes to YouTube, he's been on here for 3 years. He got the game mastered. He got the game mastered. I had to take heed to what he was saying, even when I didn't want to take heed to what he was saying. And that's because of my loyalty. My loyalty. I'm going to go over a couple of situations tonight about certain people that I care about. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to talk about a couple of people that I quote unquote had to lose that I still care about, but I'm never fucking with again. I am never fucking with them again because they don't understand the definition of the word loyalty. Some people go for the royalty. That's why China going through what he going through right now, because it was so many people that was claiming 050 and claiming that they was friends of China's. They wasn't friends of no fucking China's. Them niggas was doing that shit because of the hope of fame, the hope of popularity, the hope of being the next or one of the next big YouTube sensations. See, these are the type of people that you can tell never was, how can I put it? They never really felt confident in who they were as individuals in the real world. I hope I worded that correctly without anybody taking it like I'm trying to throw shots or something like that, because I could tell by a lot of the people and the things that they do on here who they really are in real life and what they've been around. See, me, I've been blessed to be around some of the most loving people in the world. Some of them are dangerous. Shit, some of them is murderers. But some of them wouldn't even bust a grape in the middle of a grape factory. Some of them wouldn't even kill a roach that crawled on the motherfucking floor in front of them. But they are some of the most loving and loyal people. See, loyalty has nothing to do with aggression. Loyalty has nothing to do with aggression. Loyalty has nothing to do with busting your gun. Loyalty has nothing to do with slandering people. Loyalty has nothing to do with ignorance. Loyalty has to do with a characteristic that only a few could really relate to and adapt to, and they could act a certain way as far as being accordingly. I had a conversation with King Crego tonight, right? Shout out to King Crego. And it's like, for some reason, I had to really understand tonight that Crego is just who he used to be back in the days. He is not evolved mentally. Not saying it in no disrespectful way. He just has a different, you know what I say? I really have to understand that maybe Craig wasn't really exposed to certain things. He wasn't exposed to certain pain. He wasn't exposed to certain danger. He wasn't exposed to a certain lifestyle. And he was never exposed to leading an army. Never. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. I always tell him, I said, Joe, bro, your heart is great, but I would never want to go back to the way you are. And I didn't mean it in an insulting way. He might have took it like an insulting way, but what I meant by that is the naiveness that he possessed, and then the eagerness that he possessed to want to be around people. So we're going to get into a certain few things tonight. I'm going to talk about a couple of people up here tonight. I'm going to talk about their characteristics tonight. And I'm going to talk about some of the things I see on YouTube, because loyalty is more important than money. I don't know if y'all really understand what I'm saying. I know some of you do, but some of you don't. So the ones that don't know about loyalty, I want you to listen to this song by Cormega. I want you to listen to this song by Cormega, y'all. This is by Cormega, and this is him describing, quote unquote, what he feels as far as friendship and loyalty. We got Zeke Black up in the building. Salute, Zeke. I got to play something for him from the cloth, Zeke, because some of these dudes don't really know the furthest thing from loyalty. Shout out to Cormega. Let's go.
Yeah. You deal with niggas, you know what I'm saying? You gotta know where they stand. Why, nigga? Cause everybody a man when things is going right. But what about when things is going wrong? Ask yourself, am I your man? Will I die for you or by your hand? If I go broke, will you divide your grand? Put me in your plans. Hold me down with your heat if my shit jams. Stop the thing. Aspect, stop your bank. You need to be
I think y'all need to pay attention to what he said from the beginning, man. Shout out to Core Mega. Are you my nigga? Like, would you run out the crib busting your gun for me if my gun jammed? Would you run out to my defense if you seen somebody doing something wrong to harm me or my family? Because I would do it for one of my niggas. I would risk it all. My freedom, I've done it. I've risked my freedom and my life for certain friends of mine. And it seemed like some of them, matter of fact, certain people that I were friends to, because a lot of you niggas ain't my friends. And I'm catching that daily, slowly, but surely. Let's get back into this video. Core Mega, let's go. Smash that like button.
Yeah. You deal with niggas, you know what I'm saying? You gotta know where they stand. Why, nigga? Cause everybody a man when things is going right.
Everybody a man when things going right.
But what about when things is going wrong?
What about when things is going wrong, y'all?
Ask yourself, am I your man? Will I die for you or by your hand? If I go broke, will you divide your grand? Put me in your plans. Hold me down with your heat if my shit jams. Stop the thing. Aspect, stop your bank. You need to be gas to set it. Pop your tank, I fears none. A damn sleeping is a rare one. Prepared, never scared. Blood, sweat, and tears, son, I kinda sore. I close my eyes at night and let the drama pour. On paper, my mind escapes and I ignore temptations to embrace the powder raw. When I was younger, my hunger taught me how to score. Not saying I was poor, but I was disobeying common law that had me running in and out of Rikers Island doors. Now shining for you, what's mine is yours. Are you my nigga? If I die, would you cry? Need, would you provide? If I got beef, will you be squeezing side by side? If I FaceTime, will you give me a place to hide? Would you snake me for paper? Look in my eyes. Can you accept the consequences of life for living trife? And take yours for honor if a real nigga strike? Or would you for a week and help a courtroom indict and live with dishonor for the rest of your life? Only bitches deal with emotion. Yo son, how many snitches are still in the ocean? I'm getting too deep. Spitting unique rhymes for niggas who sleep. A thug officially, slugs christen me. Evidently, you hustle on blocks for presidents be. My rhymes represent the criminal element. My niggas selling bricks, stressing in feds and hit the residents using our cash for evidence. Never mix business with benevolence. You might end up regretting it. Check this rhyme that I perfected. Analyze and let me ask you one question. Are you my nigga? If I die, will you cry? Need, will you provide? If I got beef, will you be squeezing side by side? If I FaceTime, will you give me a place to hide? Would you snake me for paper? Look in my eyes. Can I put trust in you like you trust in me? If my life is on the line, would you bust for me? Free me from custody or deny my existence? Proving that you didn't give a fuck for me. I put my trust in no man's hand till he earns it. I learned this from thug legislature. When slugs penetrate ya, heavens above await ya. Therefore I never sleep cause I may never wake up. Felonies no longer worry me. For real, it's the betrayal and the jealousy. The insecurities, the things they might never see. Making niggas' minds corrupt, then my nine erupts. Denying what life you had expired. You tried your luck and died for what? You asked for forgiveness but my eyes were shut. You wasn't wise enough to stop me from rising up. Are you my nigga?
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Let's go. I need y'all to hear some music, man. This is the era I'm from, y'all. This niggas got me twisted. Shout out to official ones, man.
You can't play both sides, you niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The street said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, but he still told. Like, what I gotta do to make you niggas rhyme? Like, I'm ready to kill when the kind of minds be cautious. I'm dealing with more sticks than a porcupine. Quill spines, whatever you wanna call them. Yeah, plus my little mama, she a trap queen. Doggy when she mixed with that Fetty, give him a wop lean. It was a whole lot of cars when there was stimmies round. We going over a year and half you niggas down. All these expensive clothes, like was that smart? Now they uploading they clothes on the Poshmark. Swiss baby, careful with this. I mean this bitch sharp. One across, one down the middle, look like a chrome heart. Damn, I'm always outside. I'm like high from who? Bout to put your car on skates. You think you slide through? I help build my niggas. This ain't Legos. Protect the fan by any means. I be Diego. Yeah, tiger to you niggas. I'm an animal. It's a jungle where I'm from. What y'all wanna do? You can't play both sides. You niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The street said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, but he still told.
Yo, vibe out me for me, man. My mind, someone else. Vibe out me for me, y'all. If y'all can understand and appreciate this music, you can understand how I feel. You dig? Smash the like button if y'all understand this music. Keep right here, man. What was the niggas like this at, y'all? I'm so sincere right now. If this ain't who you are in your heart, man, you shouldn't be around me, man. I don't care. This goes for day ones. This goes for ones that I just met. This goes for ones. If this ain't your morale and your character, we're not the same. And if you stay around me, I'm going to wind up hurting you. Physically. I'm going to physically wind up hurting you. Physically. Because I'm going to see you as an enemy. Let's go. So my number get called and y'all shut my eye. I see you, Grizz. Bob. What? You heard what he said? Is y'all listening to what he said? Put out niggas over bitches, man. When niggas y'all don't owe me shit to show me love, move us off the streets. Put us in the woods. Our flow is just perfect. Damn, the winner is. Come on. So my number get called and God shut my eyes. Listen to what he said on the last verse, y'all. Pay attention to what he's saying. Fuck that. Niggas don't know what he's talking about, man. They don't know hear what he's saying. He said you could trust me with your wife. Trust me with your life. Trust me with you kids. Trust me where you live. Nobody's gonna know except me, you, and God, nigga. Did y'all hear what he said, y'all? Yo, if that's who y'all is, put them dice cubes up, man. He said, you can trust me with your life. Trust me with your wife. Trust me with your kids. And trust me, where you live, nobody is going to know but me, you, and God. Y'all heard that last part? Trust me, where you live, nobody is going to know except me, you, and God, beloved. That was a different one. That was a different type of era we was in. Yak, I see you. I see the real ones is pulling up because we got to talk. Everybody, let's go.
Spark for the, I can shine.
With your life, with your wife, with your kids. What? 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 Repeat that to yourself, y'all. I'm gonna get. What he said? What he said? Shout out to Yak, Chicago's finest in the building. Big Cat, I don't know if you're in the building, but I'm glad you pulled up because I want to talk to you too, bro. I just want to talk to you, mano to mano, man to man, friend to friend. Because some of the things I want to talk about tonight, you fall into the category also. Respectfully. See, it ain't no women in here, it's just us as men, so we can agree to disagree because each one teach one where I come from. Each one teach one where I come from. Shout out to China Brim. Shout out to Wax AP. And shout out to the Dread El Compa. I'm going to tell y'all a story about them three individuals right there before I get into this work. Tell you something. I miss Compa so much, y'all. It's almost coming up on a year. May 13th will be a year we lost my man. Physically. Not spiritually. Or not in my heart. I'm just talking about physically. Sometimes it seemed like I could still really hear him. And sometimes it seemed like I could feel him when he walked past me. Loyalty. Loyalty. Loyalty, 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 loyalty. Everybody in here say long live the dread, man. Clarice, I see you in the building. Everybody in here say long live the dread. And that's a fact. As adults, we got to start learning to identify certain signs that can be dangerous when it comes to our lives. We got to start recognizing certain signs that can be dangerous when it comes to our lives. Loyalty. What's the definition of the word loyalty? I think we need to get into that tonight. They say on YouTube, there's no friends or no loyalty on YouTube. Not true. Not true. And I can prove it. Number one, rest in peace to the Dread El Compa. I remember me and him was going at each other like we was fucking kids. Same time we going at each other, we both missing each other. Shout out to Yak, Chicago's finest. Yak came up here one day and said, yo, Dice, check this out. I was saying, fuck you and Wax AP. That's how much I was missing y'all. I was caught up in my feelings. Caught up in my feelings. Takes a real man to say shit like that because I had to say it. Shout out to Spec Sean for the super chat. He said, takes a lion to know a lion. Don't have to roar for the presence to be felt. Remember that, a blood clot. And that's a fact. Me and Comp up here looking like fools. We're just aggravated because we wasn't speaking to each other. We were just aggravated because of quote unquote the people in the chats, the things they were saying. We wasn't even upset what we were saying to each other. We was upset about what people in the chats were saying. It's only a couple of people that really know why me and Compa had that misunderstanding. Shout out to the Big Herc. Shout out to Wax AP, myself, and the Dread L Compa. Those are the 4 people that really know the truth. There's so many people that want to know the truth, but it's none of your business. I listen to people categorize me, misconstrue me, put me in certain categories because of what they assumed. And I gotta respect that. You know why? Because of the loyalty to my fucking man, to my brother. Shout out to China Brim. China was getting on my damn nerves too. But the whole time, China was preparing me for something that I didn't want to listen to. He was preparing me for something that I didn't want to hear. But I listened to it. And shout out to DGR. Shout out to DGR. It's a cold-blooded fact because DGR has a rare loyalty. A rare loyalty. Do I agree with DGR when he be screaming and hollering? No. That's not what I see in DGR. That's not what I recognize him for. I recognize him for his talent. Number one, he's a hell of a fucking MC. And he's a hell of a fucking producer. Facts. His loyalty to some people may appear to be ignorant. Like I've heard people say, oh, go run to your daddy, China Brim, or fuck that, I don't care if you tell China Brim this. And DGR, let me tell you something. When it comes to 050, the movement, that's a rare loyalty. We even clashed because of something that he thought happened, but we cleared it up. But his loyalty, I can never, ever, ever talk about. He could teach a lot of people some things when it comes to loyalty. Shout out to DGR. Shout out to Calico. We don't agree about certain things. But when it comes to DGR, Calico loyalty is very rare. I take my hat off to him. And when it comes to DGR's loyalty to Calico, I take my hat off to him. Tubes Chronicle. He in the building. Nah, nothing, Tube. We just giving him some definitions on loyalty. That's it. It ain't nothing crazy. Because it's been a real crazy week on YouTube. And I'm still on my content, y'all. So, no, it ain't nothing like that. But I got to give him the props. Just like this man right here, Tube Chronicle. I don't go into it. I be saying I disguise his name a few times with certain stuff, and I don't really go into it. His loyalty, very, very rare. I've got on his nerves. Me and him have bumped heads. I remember he told me one day, he was like, yo, Dice, you want to hear some shit? I said, what's that? He was like, I thought you was trying to run my life, son. I thought you was trying to control me. I'm like, what the fuck is you talking about? He was like, nah, man. He said, certain times you tried to tell me certain shit. He said, I didn't understand it the way you were saying it. That's a grown-ass man. But it took for him to understand that when I love you, I love you. When I fuck with you, I fuck with you. And it's always good to communicate to each other. I remember me and Wax had a falling out on YouTube over some change that he'd been got back months before that. But because of other people in group chats, and because of other people, I guess, wondering, trying to ignite or separate certain unities, you know, certain things is always going to erupt. But you notice I used to just sit back and laugh. I used to sit back and laugh. Even China. China got mad at me one time. What I do, I sit back and laugh. Because number one, if I'm going to curse out Wax or I'm going to curse out China, I got their numbers. And what I did was I made a mistake by letting my emotions override me. Shout out to King Crego. King Crego has taught me some very valuable lessons also. He actually taught me how to think faster and clearer. Faster and clearer. My problem is I'm always thinking. And in certain situations that I know my declarants, the way I declare my loyalty to somebody, I'm going to prove it adamantly. But it's just like when you're in a relationship with somebody. A lot of times relationships don't work because I might want my woman to react a certain way that I know another woman that I might have perceived cared about me acted. But when she don't act like that, I'm looking at her like she crazy. Why didn't you say this? Or why didn't you do that? See, that's when the problem comes in. When you look for someone to be something that they are not, we have to overlook what we see and crystal clear, we got to focus on what it is. It's like a toxic relationship. A man could be beating on his woman, could be cheating on his woman, could be stealing from his woman. But if in her eyes, she keeps giving excuses like, well, he's just going through something. I see the best in him. I see a different side of him. I see a better potential. He's going to change. If she keeps doing that, she's going to keep going through what she's going through. Some people, the first sign of confusion or disloyalty or hurt, they're leaving. They're not even going to give it the benefit of the doubt to talk and communicate. And I see that's the problem that goes on in the world. I see that's the problem that goes on YouTube. Communication is one of the most powerful things that we got, y'all. If we can get up on these platforms and communicate aggressively, we should be able to be off of the platforms or even on the platforms communicating to each other respectfully. Spec Sean say, yo, Dice, respectfully, you're a pit bull too. You can snap at moments. That's a fact. But I've been working on disassociating myself and alleviating myself away from stressful people and situations that make me erupt like that. That's what I've been working on. Getting myself away from situations that make me erupt like that. God knows, y'all. China Brim told me some of the realest shit. He said the people that you start your podcast with, your platform with, are not the people that you're going to end with. Egypt, be quiet. Be quiet, y'all. Egypt, don't sit down. Ain't nobody there. Make a long story short, he told me the people that you start, when you start growing, you start evolving, you're going to definitely not have the same people. I've had people that were blessed to come through Team Guardian. Every one of them taught me something. Every one of them taught me something very, very valuable. They taught me things about themselves, and they taught me things about myself. That's the lesson. They taught me things about themselves, but they taught me things about myself. Certain stuff, people just can't go through without reacting. Some people do it aggressively, and some people don't. Let's get into this work.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? It's knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists, has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?
Yo, Lee, I see you in the building day one, A1 for life. You see what he said? That's day one, A1, Utica Avenue shit. Loyalty for life. But what I'm learning is a lot of people really don't understand the definition of loyalty. Loyalty can't be bought. Loyalty, this got to be in your blood. This can't be taught to you. This got to be something that's already in your blood. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't possess it. You know what I've learned about YouTube? Don't trust no nigga on YouTube that his attention runs to women. That's a very, very painful lesson I had to learn. Don't trust no man on YouTube that caters to these women. Don't do it. And I'm not disrespecting any of the women. Because y'all have the power of attraction. Y'all have the power of attraction. But let me explain something to you. This whole thing that they say is the dark sector or whatever they want to call it, there's some dark-minded people here. I've lost some day one friends. Female and male, stemming from YouTube. Stemming from YouTube. Stemming from YouTube. I don't know if it was because of YouTube, but I know once YouTube got into a play, a lot of things started looking different to certain people. It was only a couple of people that really, behind the scenes was like, yo, push what you pushing. Stay on your positive shit. Stay on your content. Tube Chronicles was one of them. Hey, Mimi. Tube Chronicles was one of them. Got to be that straight for that. Clarice Bradley was another one. Louis V was another one. FTC Vice was another one. Dunbars was another one. King Crego was another one. Miss Pam from the Nile was another one. Egos, alongside of people cheering on ignorance, is the reason why I see so many people falling out. I told you, the only thing that's really happening on YouTube are friends are just arguing with each other and they're upset. They're upset. I've noticed that people have always looked at YouTube like an escape. To me, it's therapy. To me, it's therapy. I was blessed enough to get monetized in 7 months. I was blessed enough to have people that cared about me enough to work with me, with learning my craft, with learning. Tube Chronicles taught me how to work my damn computer. Ain't that some shit? I used to be going live on my cell phone all the time and my iPad. And one day I was on the phone. He was like, "What is that?" I said, "It's a computer." This nigga said, "You got a computer and you keep going live on your cell phone?" I didn't even recognize it. That's some deep shit. So when you see me do my certain theatrics and stuff like that, Tube taught me all that shit. And then he also taught me to watch the chat. Let me explain something to y'all. The chat. The chat is the most important thing on YouTube. That chat. Because it's your supporters. Over here, we deal with a troll-free zone because of the fact where I don't like trolls. And you have to have some type of order in your kingdom. I don't like trolls. I will never like trolls. I've watched people manipulate other people in chats. I've watched people make people appear to be crazy, but a lot of people in the chats don't really know the truth. Another thing I don't trust. Male or female, if you always in somebody's chat all types of night and you got a wrench, you police. I don't trust you. I don't trust nothing about you because number one, the only people that can work like that 24 hours are people that's working from computers or law enforcement. And I know that there are some type of agencies on this computer because of some of the things that have been said on this computer, some of the lies that have been spread on this computer, and some of the foolishness that's been said on this computer. But let's get back to loyalty. Loyalty. Who are we supposed to be more loyal to? Someone, something, or God? What I mean by that, someone, something, or righteousness, because I do suffer from this. When I was younger, it was a time that I would stand on a lie with one of my mans. Right now is a time that I stand on my lie for one of my mans or one of my friends when it came to the police. I ain't gonna lie to you. I lie like a motherfucker. But when it comes to morale, people that interact with each other, friends, I'm not doing that. Because you're not gonna make me look like a sucker because of the way you do things. I'm not doing that. If it walk like a duck, it quack like a duck, it's yellow and it got feathers and that shit can swim without drowning, it's a duck. You dig? I want to talk to y'all about some things that I would want to know, am I weird or am I crazy? Because, you know, certain things we need to talk about. See, I don't be transparent about my feelings because that's for suckers. I respect that. My man Spection said, yo, Dice, I'm a troll. But when I come here, I don't troll. It's called respect. I respect that. You see that? Because he's an adult. Now, see, you see what Spection said? Inspection done been up on his stage. I done been on certain stage with him. Shout out to the Now. Spection is a very intelligent dread. Very intelligent. And he said, fuck it. Since niggas be wanting to troll, he gonna troll. I never knew he was a troll. You see that? He just told me that tonight. I never even knew that. I've seen him destroy people because they have spoke ignorant. Never knew he was no troll. He just admitted, see that? I never knew that. But what I'm learning is, I'm at a part in my life, y'all, where if I have to question who you are to me, I just choose to leave you alone. I choose to leave you alone. I had a situation with people where people for some reason was, I don't know, trying to get involved with my life. And they did some things to me that personally, I will never, ever forget. One of the things I will never, ever forget is I've had arguments with people because of YouTube and lies. And I've had to leave people alone because instead of them paying attention to the rapport that we have, they were more fixated with the lights, cameras, and the actions. But you know what? With one person, I kind of understood that because when it came to Instagram and Facebook and stuff like that, some people are just addicted. And me personally, if you're addicted to Instagram or Facebook, you can never be addicted to me. You can never be addicted to me. I'm trying to tell everybody that's in this chat right now, if you're dealing with somebody that you're interested in, if every 5 minutes that they got to be on that Instagram, or if every 5 minutes they have to be posting something on Facebook, or everywhere they go, they have to be posting something on Facebook, or if they have a good outfit, they have to put it on to put a post. Let me explain something to you. They can never love you more. That's vanity. They can't love you. They can't possibly because they're too in love with validity, popularity, fame. Let me see what Miss Mimi said. They tied to the things of the world. Now, if they're on the fact of Instagram and Facebook all the time, whatever happened to God? Whatever happened to waking up saying the 23rd Psalm? That's what my grandmother made us do. Whatever happened to waking up reading out of your Bible or reading out of your Quran before you even step foot out the door? Whatever happened to them men? Whatever happened to them women? You know what I don't trust neither? And I want to know if I'm wrong for this, because, you know, I like to talk to y'all because y'all are my family. You know what bothers me too? If I knew you all my life, but I can meet somebody or develop a rapport or a friendship with someone on YouTube that displays daily that they're more in concern or more caring for my life than a day one, that hurts. To meet somebody on YouTube like a FTC Vice, like a Dog Soldier, like a Tube Chronicles. I'm not excluding anybody else, like a Zeke Black. Red Pill Salute. Like a Wax AP. When you can meet people that met you on a platform and reciprocate and show you more love than people that you grew up with, that's a painful feeling. That's a painful feeling. Red Pill, I see you in the building. That's a painful feeling. I was talking to Craig about something. We were just having a conversation. Brooklyn Crook, I see you in the building. He said, appreciate the super check. He said, and you brought that from an internet bozo and admitted troll. You just got troll, speaks volumes. Keep the money, peace. Now that was a troll move. That was really a troll move. The first thing you could have said, my man, was, yo, peace, Dice, peace to the chat. And you came in here saying that you brought that from an internet bozo and admitted he's a troll. You just got troll, speaks in volumes. If you paid attention to what he said, I guess you're speaking about Specshawn, because I do understand what you said completely, but I don't think you understood or comprehended what he said. And I'm going to go back and show it to you. Let me find it right quick. Pardon me, y'all, since, I'm trying to work on being more considerate and letting people know how certain things are. Shout out, hold on. I know I just had it in here. Okay, here it is. I guess she was talking about Specshawn. Specshawn said, yo, Dice, I'm a troll. But when I come here, I don't troll. It's called respect. And seriously, y'all, to everybody in here, and shout out to Brooklyn Crook, again, I never knew my man to be a troll. I've never known that. He said, here's another, no troll, okay. Seriously, like, Brooke, I didn't, like, if you paid attention to what he said, and I appreciate the super chat. He said, here's another, no troll, okay. Number one, he did just say, Lola the Montana, I see you in the building, sis. Now, I don't know what's going on with you and Specshawn. If you pay attention to everybody in the chat, now everybody in the chat, I wanna take a poll up for the people in the chat. If Specshawn said, Dice, I'm a troll, but when I come here, I don't troll, it's called respect. So everybody in the chat, if I'm right or wrong, I want y'all to talk to me. If the man is telling you that when he comes here, he don't troll, and he's telling me today, yo, Dice, I am a troll. Everybody in here can agree that I didn't know that he trolls? Does that make any sense, y'all? I didn't know. Well, anyway, let's get back to what I was saying. I didn't know. And if y'all had a problem or something like that, maybe y'all just needed to communicate with each other on a platform where y'all don't have to talk at each other. Y'all can talk to each other. If you and Specshawn got a conversation y'all would like to have, if it could be respectful, and I could be somewhat of a mediator where I can get you two, quote unquote, not to be at odds with each other, I'd be honored if that's what y'all felt. But nah, we don't do the trolling over here. Let me explain something to y'all. Ms. Mimi said, Big Dice, do you have a PayPal for donations? If you do, I would send that way so I know it goes to you. YouTube has enough money, laugh out loud. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Miss Mimi. But if you wanted it to come directly to me, anybody that wanted to come directly to me, if y'all got a Cash App, it goes to Brooklyn $170 Dice. And you know what? I got to make me a PayPal. Shout out to DS1 at Sheep Stay Sleep. I got to create me a PayPal account. I do. Because a couple of people asked me about that, and I'm going to work on that this week. Matter of fact, I'm going to do that tomorrow. So I appreciate you, Miss Mimi. If you don't have Cash App or you don't want to go through the super chat, you know you more than welcome. You good. She said, damn, I didn't even know that. She said, we ain't even got Cash App in Canada. That's something we got to do a show on, y'all. But when it comes to friendship and it comes to certain things, we got to get it right. We got to get it right. So I said it was a couple of things I would ask. Like, cause me, number one, if I go to Florida to meet FTC Vice, right? Let me tell you to me what's weird behavior. And if y'all believe this is weird behavior, let me know. If I go to Florida one day to meet FTC Vice, yo, Dice, come hang out with me. Now, I know Dog Soldier's down there with him, so I call Dog Soldier. We go chill. Say, for instance, Dog bring a couple of his friends. FTC got a couple of his friends. When FTC introduces me to certain friends of his, or Dog Soldier introduces me to certain friends of his, this is because we are interacting that night, and it's the cordial and respectful thing to do. Me personally, I am not going to be looking FTC Vice friends up on Instagram. Fire Drake, I see you in the building. Salute. FTC said, yo, Dice, it's easy to set up. So FTC, goddammit, tomorrow, man, you going to help me set it up. But if FTC introduces me to a couple of his friends, or Dog Soldier introduces me to a couple of his friends, I'm just talking to me. I would like to know something. Is it weird? How would y'all look at me if I just looked up a couple of the names that FTC Vice introduced me to? Or how would y'all look at me if I just looked up a couple of the names that Dog Soldier introduced me to, and I just looked them up on Instagram and I just said, yo, my name is Big Dice. I met you that night with Dog Soldier or FTC Vice, and I just start wanting to hang out and talk to them and interact with them. Is that normal to y'all, to the people in the building? How y'all feel about it? Is that normal, or is that kind of off, or is that a little weird? I'm just trying to find out, because certain things I just be trying to, get a better perspective of, because, I'm old fashioned. A lot of things that people are doing today, maybe I'm out the loop, because I don't really fuck with people like that. I can't really, if FTC invite me to a party or a hangout, we shooting pool. Yo, Dice, this my man Phil. Yo, Dice, this my man Peanut. I'm not going to be looking up Phil or Peanut. I'm not going to be calling FTC Vice talking about, yo, I just got off the phone with Peanut. That's weird shit. My man Red Pill said that's not normal or natural at all. FTC Vice said that's weird. See, me, because I be trying to ask myself sometimes, do I over exaggerate? Because I had one of my friends tell me, shout him out, I ain't gonna call his name, he just said that he felt as though I was petty. And I said to him, why would you say I was petty? And his response was, because I'm just mean and I don't fuck with people. So that makes me petty? Does that make me petty, y'all, because I'm very cautious of who I give my spirit and my time to? Because it could disturb my peace? Am I petty because I have moral? Lansky, salute. He said, yo, I took a homie of mine's to Jersey to BK in the 90s. This fool had the nerve to go out there without me. Like a couple of days later, no need, you already know. Because that's weirdo shit. My man FTC said, yo, I just found out, Spec. One coming, another closer to me, though. Oh. So maybe I just don't be bugging out because y'all help me with certain things. But let me tell y'all something about loyalty. If you introduce me to your mans, let me tell y'all some deep shit. If you ready for this, if me and FTC is in a pool hall, right? And he introduced me to one of his mans or two of his mans, let me tell y'all how I do it. So I'm gonna let y'all know how I am. Lansky, salute. So don't invite me nowhere if y'all don't want to hear the truth. Let me explain something to you. If FTC start fighting with his mans, if they go to hurt him or put their hands on FTC, I'm crashing out against them niggas with FTC. Because my loyalty is not to his friends. My loyalty is to him. Am I making some sense? My loyalty is not to his friends. He just introduced me to his friends. My loyalty is to him. See, and I got a friend that for some reason, I don't know if he's slow or he just don't give a fuck about our friendship. Because let me explain something to you. If I'm talking to you repeatedly about something and I look at you as a brother, I need you to show me your loyalty. Because once you show me your hand, once I start, how you feel about that? Lee said facts. Once I start looking at you like an enemy, once I start wondering or contemplating what's the morale, reason why me, what's the morale compass in your heart? Because you see, just like on this YouTube, I'm learning some things. People on YouTube are wondering why certain friendships are not lasting because people are jumping from stage to stage where they feel as though that the crowd is trying to get their channels popping and pulling a strain or a string of crowd till, and it's not working. Another thing I don't trust on YouTube. How y'all feel about this? How come the same people that have been on YouTube for years upon years, or how about some people that's been on YouTube for a year, maybe 6 months, how come if they feel as though that they want to be on everybody else's platform advocating their voice or their opinion, why won't they just start their own StreamYard? Am I weird for looking at people like that do that? Help me with this, y'all. Like the same people just always want to be on certain podcasts and channels just illustrating what they feel about something, but for some reason they don't even have a page or a channel. Is that weird? 1090 Bori, I see you in the building, and now it's popping up. Salute. He said, because they got no personality. You know what I'm noticing? I'm not mean. I'm not petty. I'm official. I'm not mean. I'm not petty. I'm official. See, a lot of people, like I said, I got friends that was in 1 or 2 relationships and they gave their heart and their soul to jump offs. Some of these niggas got children with jump offs. One thing I can say, y'all. Y'all ready for this? Yo, Lee, tell me if I'm lying. One thing I can say for this, I've never been left by no woman. It's only one woman that could ever say she left me. A lot of these dudes in these chats behind these avatars are heartbroken over women. That's why when they come in, the first thing they'll do is, hey, Mimi, baby, I love you, and send hearts. Open-minded, I see you in the building. Hey, Clarice, hugs and kisses, girl. Pay attention, I'm going to give y'all some game. Watch them dudes that when they come in chats, they overlook the host, they overlook certain mods, but they will run their attention to say hello to women. Niggas is weirdos. I call them Clarence type dudes from Players Club. Facts. Facts. Then I had one of my friends tell me something. How y'all feel about this? This one of my friends told me. So I looked at them like they was crazy when they said it. But talk to me, y'all. If I'm wrong, talk to me. I had a friend call me one day and was like, yo, I said, what's up, my man? He was like, yo, Big Dice, number one, I'm going to stop fucking with certain chats. I'm like, why you going to stop fucking with certain chats? He said, because they don't be dropping the link. Just because somebody has a podcast don't mean they supposed to drop the link, y'all. Hassan Campbell never drops the link. He might have dropped the link, 6 times in 5 years? Gilly the Kid and Wallow, they never dropped the link. Oh, that's what they call him, Red? Link chasers? Link riders. Not dick riders, link riders. See, I said this too. I'm glad you said it first. I'm glad you said it first because I said this to myself. I said these niggas is dick riders. Or pussy riders. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. We can talk. We adults. Right or wrong, Miss Mimi, like, I had somebody tell me that. Yo, son, I'm not going to pay attention. I can't go to the chat because niggas don't be dropping the links. I ain't going to be typing all day. So why are you on YouTube? Yo, Jeezy, what's up, baby? I see you in the building, baby. Yo, Jeezy, why are they on YouTube, man? So you mean to tell me YouTube has started telling people that they're superstars? Yo, let me explain something to y'all. Y'all really want to, can I talk for a minute? Yo, Spec Sean, may I speak to you, my yo, SMM Jeezy. Yo, Lee. How long you knew me, Lee? I'm going to speak to you about that because we from day one, Utica Avenue shit. Let me explain something to you, man. When you really was outside, you don't even really want to be seen. Don't you understand they call me the ghost of Utica Avenue? When you really was outside, you really don't want to be seen. All these people that's jumping in and off these platforms was never outside. Big Auto, I see you in the building, beloved. Appreciate you for pulling up. Appreciate you. Forgot to load my man up before. Because he's definitely a member, so I got to put that gun in his hand. I appreciate you for jumping on the team, baby. What you say, Spec? You told me to talk, huh? So I'm going to talk tonight. We here. Jeezy said they don't call me the ghost for no reason. And the reason why when we really was outside, we didn't do certain things is because we did certain things. You dig what I'm saying? Unfortunately, it was a time when I was out in the street robbing, shooting, stabbing, beating, all that shit. I tried to tell everybody about it when I came here, but it was like this. He couldn't have done any of that because he cried. He cried on YouTube, so he could not be that person. This nigga with these tears will bite your fucking nose off your face and slam your head in the middle of the concrete and stomp you till you just be jerking until the fucking police come. You won't even be moving no more. That'll be an after jerk. That'll be your soul leaving your body. Be glad that I've humbled myself to the fact now that I will rather tear. I'd rather punish myself within before I punish myself without. Everything I tried to talk to people about when I was young, dumb, running around the street, oh, that nigga didn't do that. And then it took one of my mans, me and my man, to have a misunderstanding. And then some people come to YouTube, I guess, to try to tell everybody everything I said. So that's why I guess when people heard certain things, oh, shit, the nigga really did, oh, the nigga really, oh. Yeah, and I did so much more. I'm so glad. See, now I'm so glad. See, can I talk to y'all for a minute, if I can? They always say, never let the left hand know what the right hand doing. God damn it, I don't even let the right hand know that it is a left hand. The left hand think it ain't no such thing as a right hand. That's how I do it. And I ain't never been the type of nigga to have no motherfucking squares inside my circle. You dig? I ain't no motherfucking waffle. Chris, I see you in the building. I ain't no waffle. You heard what Lee said? We day ones, mother to mother, brother to brother. Y'all just don't know who be in my chats. But I'll leave it there. That's one of my day ones that was telling me I was playing myself too, feeding in the foolish shit on YouTube, and to give y'all this work, Not the foolishness, not the back. That's foolishness. That's why it's better to talk about certain things amongst people that want to hear instead of arguing with people that not really concerned about what you're trying to explain to them. I had somebody told me I shouldn't explain anything. When you upset someone or you hurt someone's feelings, or you disappoint someone, the least you can do is give them an explanation, especially if it's a mistake. What do you mean you're not going to tell me why you hurt my feelings? That's disrespectful. That's very disrespectful, y'all. That's why when I've made mistakes on YouTube, I've made them right on YouTube. Now, I be thinking about certain times when I was told I made mistakes. It's only one mistake I've made on YouTube. I've allowed my emotions to overtake me to articulate it and look like an idiot telling the truth. See, it wasn't no lie or anything. I just came on YouTube sometimes and gave them rebuttals and them respectable rebuttals and tried to get my point across. But I still was looking like a fool. Two people from the outside arguing, one person looking. You both look like fools. You both look like fools. And then I got on my dean and I said, you know what? I'm going to do the 21-day challenge and get on my content. I'm damn near 2 months. You see what my man Red said? Salute, Dice. When you first started out, I remember I came to your chat with some shit that was going on 050. You said, yo, Red Pill, with all due respect, we don't do that over here. You heard he always reminds me of that. He always reminds me of that. He always says, and it's the truth. Because I don't be wanting no problems. The people that really, really made mistakes and done things that made people cry, that made people parents cry, that made us cry because we didn't have the common sense not to do the things that made people's parents cry, we don't want no problems. We don't want no problems. We trying to calm the situation down. I'm the one that's saying, yo, chill, y'all. My man Open Minded said some deep shit. He said, people come on YouTube with mental issues and think you're going to help on YouTube get professional help. That's a fact. He said, my respect went to you from 100 from that moment. Niggas don't want no problems. Like he told me today, yo, Dice, I just feel good that a Brooklynite is really speaking up against the situation with Jay-Z, because a lot of people are trying to put, because he's from Brooklyn, that he shouldn't be held accountable for his horrific acts that he has if he's involved with any of these scandals. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I give a fuck about what God told me, man. See, I try to tell my little man something today. I try to tell my little man something. Hey, Miss Carla, how you doing, girl? We got Carla Priest up in the building. How you doing, girl? I try to tell my little man something today because he spoke to me about something that was going on. Because something that I've been talking to him about, he just can't get it right. And I made the decision today. It's not that he can't get it right. He don't want to get it right. See, sometimes we think people are non-comprehensive to certain things. No, it's not that they're non-comprehensive. They don't give a fuck about what you're talking to them about. You can tell somebody every day, yo, you hurting me. If they're not concerned about changing the way that they're treating you, they're going to continue to hurt you. That goes in friendships too. Anybody in here, if I was to ever know that somebody put up an address pertaining to y'all home, anybody in here, if anybody doxed one of y'all, anybody doxed anybody in this chat, I can't fuck with them. I don't care if somebody in this chat was on somebody's platform cursing and screaming, going through what they're going through, because I noticed a lot of chats tried to turn into Clash of the Titans. I see the plays. Everybody's trying to turn into a Clash of the Titans. China Brim got it locked. 050 was the fucking movement. Big Dice stamped that shit. Me personally, I see the plays coming, man. Look how law work. You see Miss Carla Priest is in here, y'all? This woman right here, me and her had a misunderstanding, not an argument. Me and her had a misunderstanding because of texting that other people included themselves with, and then it was the fight against Big Dice. And the bug part is, when everybody was fighting against me, Miss Carla was coming over here saluting me, and we was saluting each other, and she was participating and holding me down. And she said, yo, Dice, I need a bunch of people for this revolution because people are not walking with God no more. And I told her, you got my word. And I meant that shit. I'm going to stay the same person that I am, and I'm ready for the revolution because it will not be televised. And the revolution is not going to have nothing like people saying it's going to be black and white. No, it's not going to be black and white. It's going to be good versus evil. It's going to be good versus evil. That's going to be good Chinese people, good black people, good white people. Shit, the Martians, the aliens might be here. It might be good green people. But this is going to be between good and evil. And we're going to need everybody that's conscious and righteous. Because let me explain something to you. This right here, I did not understand. They have done this, y'all. I don't know what people have. Yo, do you understand how many people have did this, have sold their soul? Do y'all really understand how many people have sold their soul, y'all? Do you know that? Me personally, anybody in this chat, if somebody was to dox your address, if I go to a chat, and you rarely see me in the chat because there's a bunch of fake dices. If I go to the chat and I know a person doxed your address and they be like, yo, Big Dice, salute, I will never respond. I swear, may I never hug my mother again if I'm lying. I will never respond. And that's just for somebody that I may have met on YouTube. If it comes to somebody, one of my day ones, one of my A1s from my neighborhood who I grew up with, do you think I could speak to somebody that put one of my day ones or my A1's personal information on a fucking screen on YouTube? Nah. Where I come from, we'll be trying to get next to that person and hurt them. Open-minded just said some deep shit. He said, yo, check this out. They not selling their souls no more, Dice. They giving it away for free. For free. Miss Carla said, always remember whose rim this is and act accordingly. That's the devil's. That's the devil's. She ain't never lied. But am I wrong for that, y'all? Like Miss Mimi, if I found out, say for instance, somebody, say for instance, Red Pill, I seen him doing live one day, and he was getting upset with Miss Mimi, and he put Miss Mimi's job up there. He put Miss Mimi's identification card up there. He put Miss Mimi's address up there. I can't speak to Red no more. I can't speak to Red no more because that's a violation of violations. You've put people's livelihoods at harm. What if there's somebody on the internet that's stalking her? What if it's somebody on the internet that's seen her on the stage one day and has been following her, just trying to get in touch with her? You didn't see I just did the show about the guy that met the young lady off the internet and he killed her and then stabbed himself? You didn't see what I just did on the show when the guy that met the young lady on the internet and they thought he had a real Rolex, but it wasn't a real Rolex. They was fake Rolexes. When that girl came to that man with another girl and offered a threesome, got that man butt naked, and they stabbed him to death over a fake Rolex. Think about that. How could you do that to somebody? How could you speak to somebody like that? And then what if it's a day one friend? I can't even imagine how Lee would feel if Lee was up here and then somebody doxed this man right here. Our mothers know each other. Rest in peace to if I was watching somebody dox his address, I don't even know how Lee would feel if Lee seen me in the chat and he done told me, yo, Dice, you know they put my address up on the internet, and then the minute you tell me that, I'm in the chat and I'm speaking to him because it was a woman. I don't even know how Lee would feel over no shit like that. You know what I don't trust? You niggas that's thinking with your penis. And you find a reason why things are petty when men speak to you about things, about morale, and then you have the audacity to talk about women. Yo, I done had to lose a lot of people over here because of fucking women. See, but they didn't tell the reasons why people had to get kicked out of whips over women. It wasn't never because of no interest or no power struggle over no woman. It was always because people did deceitful things, and behind the scenes, certain dudes, because they was thinking with their penises instead of their brains, and they did not know the meaning of the word loyalty, they felt as though it was just cool to continue to interact with certain women. Is that over a woman? No, that's over principle. But you see, it's so many dudes that think with their penis instead of thinking with the morale or the integrity of it. They're going to say, oh, that's over. They ain't over no fucking woman, especially no woman that I don't want, especially no woman that I could have had and I passed up, especially over no woman that I continuously blocked from every platform. Yo, if I told y'all the list, let me tell you something. I got a list too, just like Puff Daddy. Y'all may think I'm joking. I got a list too, just like Puff Daddy. I got a list too. I got a list of women that literally stalked me on this app. Yeah, Dice with the bad eye. With the bad eye. What else they be saying about me, FTC? What else? A bad eye? They said I'm a mook because I just don't jump. Like they even said Dice gotta be a mook. Why? Because a lot of the women that y'all niggas praise, I told them I'm not interested in. Is that it? Not damn it, keep sending them shits. Don't say last one, nigga. Give me about 30 more. He said never play with a person's character or reputation. Only a fool goes so. Last one. And that's a fact. That's a fact. I've even heard certain situations on this app. They said, I'm on him now, mook my youth, because he just don't jump. Nah, see where I come from? That woman that smiles up in your face that got on that tight suit, that woman that got on them eyelashes, the one that got that weave, the one that looks so scrumptious, will fuck your ass to sleep, and you will wake up about 2 or 3 hours later with some ugly niggas like me laying on the bed with a gun in your mouth. Yo, my youth, wake up. Crack the safe. At one particular time, educational purposes only, fair disclaimer, forgive me. Ghost Town Bullies, I see you in the building. Jersey in the building. What's that you said now, Miss Carla? You say when them women is running around like that, what you say, Miss Carla? Didn't she say, watch out? Yeah, because y'all are thinking with your penis, not with your brain. See, let me explain something to you. If you really was outside and women grew up attracted to you, you'd know the way that they move. You'd know if a woman is just coming at you because of some bread or because she see you as a trick or if she's really, really interested. Because when a woman really interested in you, you don't have to call her. She gonna call you, nigga. But see, the women that y'all are interested in, y'all call. You know what really bugs me out too? Y'all better watch them dudes when you call them on the phone. They be on the phone. They don't have, let me say, this is when you know a nigga thinks with his penis. He doesn't even have the security within himself to tell the girl that he's on the phone with, yo, hold on. That's my brother on the phone. Yo, what up, boy? Nah, nothing, my nigga. I was just talking to you. Nah, son, let me hit you back. I was on the phone with old girl. I'm gonna hit you back. Niggas won't even do that. Now with this new technology, they'll hit you with the thing called call you right back. If I'm telling the truth, can I get some dice cubes? If I'm telling the truth, can I get some dice cubes? And what I call that is, I call that playing both sides. If I'm telling the truth, can I get some dice cubes?
You can't play both sides, you niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The street said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tougher than he still told. Like, what I gotta do to make you niggas rhyme? Like, I'm ready to kill when it kind of minds be cautious. I'm dealing with more sticks than a porcupine. Quill spines, whatever you wanna call them. Yeah, plus my little mama, she a trap queen. Doggy when she mixed with that Fetty, give him a wop lean. It was a whole lot of cars when there was stimmies round. We going over a year and half you niggas down. All these expensive clothes, like was that smart? Now they uploading their clothes on the Poshmark. Swiss baby, careful with this. I mean this bitch sharp. One across, one down the middle, look like a chrome heart. Damn, I'm always outside. I'm like high from who? Bound to put your car on skates. You think you sliding through? I help build my niggas. This ain't Legos. Protect the fan by any means. I be Diego. Yeah, tiger to you niggas. I'm an animal. It's a jungle where I'm from. What y'all wanna do? You can't play both sides. You niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The street said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tougher than he still told.
Now you see, that's an OG right there. Shout out to Carla Priest. You see what she said? She said, how about the girl talking on the phone to one dude when the other dude is sitting right there waiting? She lining them up. Yo, let me tell y'all some crazy shit. Let me tell you something. I done been, God forgive me for the truth, but I got to talk to y'all because this is late night. I done literally had my penis, excuse me, ladies, inside of a chick, and her baby father is on. I was just so young and stupid. She was like, chill, my baby father gonna call me in a little while, and I done purposely started messing with chill dice. I'm literally inside of her, and she on the phone with him. I know people may think this is a joke, but that's on my beautiful mother, me. I never hug her again. I done literally been inside of a woman, and she's on the phone with her man. I'm slow stroking her on some ego shit. Aha, he locked up. I'm inside his. She, what's wrong? Nigga on the phone, what's wrong with you? My stomach hurt. I swear to God, Miss Carla. When I was young, there was times that I was a piece of shit. And the reason why I was a piece of shit, because I did not love myself the way I was supposed to. Like my mother told me, when I was young, I would run away from the woman that loved me, but I would chase the woman that never knew anything about the word love. Couldn't even spell it. Probably spelled love, L-U-V. Miss Pam was in here, she'll tell you, because she reminded me of my mother with some of the things Miss Pam be saying. Yo, let me tell you something. You know what really made me grow up? I done had men call me. If I'm lying, man, I never hold my mother again. I done had men call me and say, please, leave my baby moms alone. Please, you destroying my family. Because a lot of men didn't understand that just because you have a baby with a woman don't mean she's in love with you. Just because you have a baby with somebody don't mean they're in love with you. That means y'all had unprotected sex one night and she decided to keep the child. Fortunately, shout out to the people that had children and love all that good stuff and childhood sweethearts and making it rock 70. I appreciate all of y'all, but let me explain something to you. There are a lot of situations out here that created beautiful children, but it did not come from love. I know a dude that moved down here, y'all, from PA. I'm not even going to say his name. I'm not going to say the young lady name, but the young lady's from the town or whatever. She has she had 5 children when he came down here. Now they have 9 kids. Check this out. The first 5 kids is from 5 different dudes. 3 of them from this town, 1 of them from a town over, and 1 of them from New York. Check this out. All of them was spread. 5 different baby fathers. The last 4 children she got are by this dude. Could anybody tell me why the last 4 children she got are by this dude? Now, if y'all really been outside, y'all can answer that question. If y'all really been outside, y'all can answer that question. Why is the last 4 children that she have by the guy from PA? Because he felt as though everything that she told him was the truth. They got 9 beautiful children together. And because when he moved down here from PA, his family members was trying to tell him, yo, you might need to pay attention to who you dealing with because people don't want to hear the truth. Yo, shorty known to player 1, 2, 3. They didn't care. So the last 4 children look just like him. He had paternity tests. All of them are his. But he is the one that she convinced to stay. My man Fire Drake 009 said some deep shit. He said, my family is whack as fuck. He said, they trying to tell me to choose sides and shit, but I'm on the side of the truth, period. See that? That's a soul that's not for sale. That's a soul that's not for sale. Loyalty brings forth royalty. Like Beanie Siegel said, you could trust me with your life. You could trust me with your wife. You can trust me with your kids, and you can trust me because where you live, nobody's going to know except me, you, and God. Your moms, your seeds, and that's my word is bond. That's a different type of loyalty, man. Shout out to Beanie Siegel because he told you in this song right here, you got to have your spidey senses, man. Shout out to Beanie Siegel, man. You got to know how to have your spidey singles. Listen to what Beanie had to say, y'all. Shout out to Miss Carla Priest. Good night to you. You have a good night. I appreciate you for stopping by. That song right there by Beanie Siegel is one of the most prolific songs I've ever heard in my life. I'm telling you, his albums, he wouldn't sell his soul, man. He said it's never a us or we. It's always a I'm a thing. Like, you know how dudes always never saying what we gonna do or what we should do. They always talking about what they gonna do. Stay away from them type of people, y'all. You see what Red said? That type of music, it's rare. It's very rare. I got something in the stash for you. I got somebody like that. I got somebody like that, Red. I got somebody that's like that, and I got them loaded too. And this is why I had to talk to y'all about loyalty tonight because, number one, me personally, that song right there by Beanie Siegel, when I start thinking about that song and a person that I'm supposed to be cool with, or they supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, a person that has a part of my heart, if that song start going through my head, I got to get away from you. I got to get away from you. No matter how much it's going to break my heart, I got to leave you alone because you cannot play both sides with a person like me. It's sad that people like Dog Soldier FTC like in real life, could feel my pain when it comes to certain things and could totally understand and relate to certain things that's just unacceptable. I'm so embarrassed to say this. It's sad that Dog Soldier and FTC Vice, people that I've met through YouTube, my brothers that I met through YouTube, could understand my pain more than day ones. I started asking myself, is it that you can't understand what I'm saying to you? God been telling me this, and I've been hearing it in the back of my mind. That's why I play that Beanie Siegel. It was like, it's not that he don't care what you're saying to him, Dice. He's too selfish. He don't care what you're saying to him, Dice. He don't care that you would die for him. That's my definition of loyalty. He don't care that I'd run in front of a car for him. He don't care that I'd grab my last bit of breath and give it to his child. Because I done lived my life. That loyalty is so rare, y'all, but I promise you, it's inside of me, so I know it's more people it's inside of. I know it's in Dog Soldier. I know it's in FTC Vice. Like, for me to continuously say to you something that's disrupting my spirit between me and you, if you my friend, like they always ask me, Dice, what would you rather do? Would you rather have somebody that love you? Somebody that's in love with you? Or somebody that's loyal to you? I take the loyal person over the person that love me any day. People say, crazy, why would you do some shit like that? Because number one, if a person is really loyal to you, if a person is really loyal to you, there's a definition that comes with loyalty. It means trust. It means respect. It means admiration. It means commitment. It means perseverance. Loyalty over royalty. If you're loyal to me, do you know what type of declaration of love that you are showing to the world and myself? If you are loyal to me, do you understand the declaration that you are showing me? If I'm loyal to you, do you understand? Do you understand something? Do you understand what you got if I'm loyal to you? That's some real shit. That's a real question. I know a lot of people don't understand that shit. Like, they really don't understand what I'm saying to them. But I'm going to let y'all know something what it means when I'm loyal to you. When I'm loyal to you, let me show you something. Shout out to Jaffe. He in the building. I'm going to let him rock with this right quick. Let me show y'all something what I mean by my loyalty. Let's go.
I really don't believe these niggas can fuck with me. My time. Now. Niggas gotta be drunk. They see anything different. Top. Told myself when I get home, then I'ma take the streets. Right. Looking in the mirror, this a better me. Like self-care, I'm making time for me. I know these niggas mad cause they can't fuck with me. Right, prove me you love you, now you stuck with me. Don't goof around cause there's no luck with me. Show me you love you, now you.
Hold on, he said what? He said what? Did anybody catch what he said? Anybody caught what he said? Shout out to Jaffe, man. Prove to me you loyal and you stuck with me, nigga.
I really don't believe these niggas can fuck with me. My time. Now. Niggas gotta be drunk. They see anything different. Top. Told myself when I get home, then I'ma take the streets. Right. Looking in the mirror, this a better me. Like self-care, I'm making time for me. I know these niggas mad cause they can't fuck with me. Right, prove me you love you, now you stuck with me. Don't goof around cause there's no luck with me. Show me you loyal, now you stuck with me. You know I'm real, can put your trust in me. Tryna make them get my vision, I'ma paint it. Move dangerous, cocaine V is white painted. Move cautious, the niggas call it scared, I call it smart. They too tough, they thought it couldn't happen, now you shot. I talk truth, I jumped off the step, I'm a different stoop. Star Wars, gun in the mask, boy a different troop. Yeah, picture niggas playing around with Rosa son. Have my youngin' light 'em up, I get you rolled in one. They ain't talking about money, these niggas talking light. Sitting on a brick and a half, I make a move tonight. Yeah, bucket low like I'm a fisherman. No money, I just give her the rod, I'm tryna wheel her in. Yeah, she turn to Mimi when she up there. Love her when I touch there, she can't get enough, oh yeah. I'm the nigga you call when your man buggin'. That's right, gon' cry on my shoulders. I know we fucking sound foul, but she been wanting to get a pussy up. And yeah, it's a good enough reason to get a pussy up. So myself when I get home, then I'ma take the streets. Looking in the mirror, this a better me. Like self-care, I'm making time for me. I know these niggas mad cause they can't fuck with me. Right, prove me you love you, now you stuck with me. Don't goof around cause it's no luck with me. Show me you love you, now you stuck with me. You know I'm real, can put your trust in me.
Different type lyrics, y'all. Shout out to China Brim, 050 The Movement. Shout out to the Ziki, the Godfather. Make sure y'all get up early in the morning, go over there and subscribe and put that bell notification in. They got a hell of a morning show that's incredible. 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 He said, yo, Dice, play some Sizzler. I just had a couple of things loaded to get the point across about loyalty. I think we're going to do a clash this weekend. I might just call out Artist Morrison for a clash because I ain't clashed in a long time. I think we need to get Artist over here and get some of that calm vibe around my man because Artist, Artist been a little upset, but can't tell nobody how to express themselves. All I do is pray for people. Word up. But when it comes to loyalty, loyalty brings forth royalty. And I don't want to get in no more trouble. So if your heart ain't pure and official like mine's, discontinue the friendship, man. When you got somebody, y'all, that has more consideration of your feelings than you have of your own feelings, you keep that person next to you, man. You keep that person next to you. Male, female, old, young, wino, crackhead. I don't give a fuck what it is because the jewels are in the places that we rarely think that they would be. I'm going to tell you something that might go over your head. I'm telling you this, man. The jewels and the treasures are usually where you least expect them to be. Just like they jumped over Team Guardian. Just like they jumped over the Continental with Dog Soldier. Just like they tried to jump over, quote unquote, Hank McCoy. Just like they tried to jump over DMW Shots. FTC Vice, we about to pump him. He about to let y'all hear his music. We got a different movement over here, y'all, on some real Rasta American vibe. Like love for real. Like love for real. Like if it's a problem y'all got, pull up to the stage. Hit the link. Leave in the comments certain things that y'all want to talk about. If something is bothering y'all, shit. Anybody can tell you we've had some groundbreaking moments over here. My longest live was a 6.5 hour live with me and the assistance of Team Guardian and some great people that was on that panel that night. Got a young lady to think correctly and calmly about a situation she was going through with her man around the Christmas. I thought that it was going to be around New Year's Eve that they was going to get back together. Because when she first came on the show, she was like, fuck 'em dice, fuck 'em dice. But God sent her to a group of people that wasn't going to encourage the devil. God sent her to a group of people. Shout out to Wax AP. Sent her to a group of people that she got to talk to, and we got to talk to her. She got to hear us. We didn't enrage her. We didn't fuel her with bullshit. Yeah, fuck them. You need to be going to fuck somebody else. Yo, go be... No. What we did was we had a great conversation with her that was non-biased. It took 6.5 hours, but her whole reasoning of mine changed. At the end of the show, she was like, you know what, y'all? I do love him. It went from, I'm never going to be around him again. He can keep my clothes. He don't care nothing about me. I don't give a fuck. I've been doing me. So you know what? I do love him. And then it went to her coming to the show the next day and saying, yo, Dice, shout it out to you, bro. I love you. She said, he sent me a ticket. I'm going back home. That was my best show. That was my best show. That was my best show ever. For real. But I want to stay out here chilling, staying away from the drama. And I'm going to keep praying for everybody, man. God is sending a warning. Yo, shout out to my man, SMM Jeezy. Shout out to his brother, Full Clips. I'm going to end the show tonight on Full Clips. Let's pray that he come home. I remember my man Red said he wished the music like it was back in the days. Yo, Red, I told you I had something for you lined up. Shout out to SMM Jeezy. Shout out to his brother, Full Clips. Free this guy. When I tell you this dude got pain, listen to what he talking about, y'all. Free this guy, man. For real. Shout out to Jeezy.
Niggas know the vibes, man. Talk to you niggas, man. Nightmare.
Oh my God.
Nightmare.
That's a trizzy beat.
Couple of my homies find cases. I just pray they here with me the day that I get famous. Cause those my niggas and I love them to death. Play with them, I put some slugs in your chest. Yeah, we really started from the bottom, hustling. Wasn't getting no rest. We wasn't waiting on the government check. Once I started getting chicken, fuck bitches, I start loving them less. And fuck them niggas who ain't fuck with us then. Back when we used to share a slice of pizza, cause our pockets is empty. And 6 of us used to chip in on a bottle of Henny. Now I cop some 42 for a bitch named Jenny. I say I'm trying to fuck, you notice she let me. Cause she know I hustle and I'm tough, so she sucking me sloppily. Plus I'm light skinned, but don't never think you can bother me. Bitch, I keep a Glock. Once a show, just know you ain't stopping me. Favorite activity is shootings and robberies. What you know about it? Boy, I watch some snakes with a bird's eye. I can feel them creeping, scheming. Guess it's my third eye. Karma trying to catch me, yeah, they say I'm the worst. I am really in these streets, lurking, doing some dirt. Why? Cause if a nigga violated, know the gang is all for the get back. Trying to get fly, get by, that's what we flip past. Keep it cool around my niggas. If you skinny or bro, like it doesn't matter, bullets rip through his 6-pack. He ain't talking money, nigga, fuck all the chit chat. I leave a zigzag on his face with a blade like he riff rap. Catch the drop and smoke a hot, like the flame watch his wig crack. Then I whip the coke up till my wrist snap. Let's talk about them days I was down bad, I never forget that. Had to borrow that designer, yeah, my outfits was mismatched. Bitches wouldn't even break me off a piece of a Kit Kat. Now they fuck me and don't want get my dick back. I told the little bitch I'm in a rush, she needs to get from on top of me. Cause I'm chasing these dollars, trying to cop me some property. Trying to start a monopoly, sounds like an anomaly. Or like karate, chop them bricks up properly. Either way I'm working, and either way they hurting. Cause they hate to see a nigga doing good when they believe that I wasn't worth shit. But this a public service announcement. Bitch, suck my dick, I'm back now. What I got, I earned it. Tried to lock me down, but they couldn't break my spirit. They know Cook's the big demon. Feel the heat when you get near him, baby. Mama talking shit, will never tell it like it is. Truthfully, she just trying to line me to catch another bid. Being nasty and spiteful and playing games with my kids. They go to social media and tell you I'm a piece of shit. This shit is crazy. And plus these pussy niggas niggas lately downplaying all my moves when it's really cause they hating. Then my time stood tall, made it back, I waited patient. Now it's killing them to think that Darren Peterson could make it. Cause they recognize Darren Peterson's talent isn't basic. And I started from the basement, man, it's hard for them to face it. Was that kid out the group home, always had dirty shoes on and hand-me-down outfits. Man, I can tell you about it. When you was 12 and went to school with your new backpack, I was in juvenile, fighting for my snacks back. Used to ask my mom for $10, cops and me and Jay. Now I cop 42 for your bae, she gon' need the gang. Money make your wifey go astray, I get that every day. And the homies wildin', she wanna be around them. 25K views in 1 month, I'm from Haverstraw, them boys ain't reach 1,000. They know I'm astounding, fresh off a 6-year bid, I had it litty. In less than 10 months, I'm a legend in my city. Shout out the real ones showing love and them haters watching. My hood on my back, yeah, I'm representing Rockland. And fuck them sneaky bitches plotting like we gotta stop him before he prove it's wrong. Just a thought makes him nauseous. Gang told me stay positive and stick to this music shit. I really be robbing and shooting shit that look like ruler sticks. Riding, sliding in the hoopty whip that make medulla split. Even the driver get it top, trying to catch another hop and free the homie. He been down for like 15. He 31, he ain't been home since he was 16. At 16, he wasn't trying to write 16s. He was spinning blocks with a Glock that holds 16. Now he in the yard spitting bars and his shit mean. Cause he got talent, plus he's smart with some big dreams. And I just left him, man, I wish that he came with me. But we could only pray for his appeal. Got his with him, I miss him. But I don't miss them days I call my bitch, she don't answer. Or talk to my mom, she sick and think she got cancer. When I was in the box starving every single day, I would've cut a nigga's face for a PB&J. That shit real, huh? I just wanna bust a brick sale and throw 200 grams to my mans, tell him get bills so he can know how buying what he wants for his kid feels, or pay his mom's rent. Just a thought makes me get chills, this shit real. It could all be so simple. I disregard the law, sell raw and blow pistols. If you go against my squad, I'll pray that the Lord with you. It's gonna be a sad song as soon as the floor hits you. Spaghetti sauce, soul in the door, your dog's rental. It's sad cause your dog ain't know he's gonna get you. But if he stand by you, that mean he gon' fall with you. He gon' wish he never stopped at the store to get more swishers. Leave him right there. We shoot pistols, we don't fight fair. Cause last time we tried, the other side brought a knife there. So we gon' leave them guys traumatized, it's a nightmare. I promise he gon' die, eyes wide in his night gears. Or catch him in his yard, leave him dead in his house slippers. Put him on a shirt, now he famous, yeah, we clout giving. Niggas holler when my Nina scream, yeah, we shout different. Slide up in your bitch DM, then I'm in her mouth with it. They say money can't buy you happiness, well I disagree. Cause I was just broke in the cell and they ain't had shit to eat. When my niggas pitching them packs, yeah, we got kids to feed. Fuck misery, we risking our lives off for the chips and cheese. Nigga front up in the club, here we getting busy. Stupid snuck a knife in, bitch I got a glizzy with me. And you brought your broad with you, boy I brought some killers with me. They know we the bad guys, but I don't got no villains with me. It's plenty Pyrus and blazers up on my side, nigga. Told them first one to reach, first one to die, nigga. Ain't no OGs in my hood no more, it's mine, nigga. But listen, shout out the gang, we on the rise, nigga. Ease.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Why it's knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists has to coexist with it. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why I wake up trying to be somebody other than me.